12th physics topic, that is electric potential and capacitance. It is also called as electrostatic potential or electrostatic potential energy. All the three terms are one and same. So let us see, what do you mean by the term electric potential or electrostatic potential? I'll explain you in terms of diagram so that it will be convenient for you. Let's see. Imagine that there is a charge here which is present at origin. This charge be Q, it is present at origin. On that same line of action, you are bringing another small test charge. Test charge means which is elemental charge. Very, very small amount of charge whose electric field is assumed to be zero or nil or negligible. You know already, if there is a charge, there will be electric field associated with it. Am I right? Positive charge, electric lines of force outward. Negative charge, the electric lines of force inward. Now coming to here, the test charge whose electric field is considered to be negligible. Now you can just imagine how much small charge it will be. So also it is called as your 1 coulomb unit of charge. Unit positive test charge. So imagine there is a charge present here. This is not test charge. This is normal charge which is associated with the electric field. Now you are bringing the test charge from infinity to a particular point. Let it be P. At this point P, to bring that test charge from infinity to this particular point, how much work you have to do or how much work done? That will be stored as potential energy. That is only called as electric potential. Concept is simple or not? So you are bringing a small test charge. Test charge always you give the notation as Q naught, in some textbook Q dash. So when you are bringing the test charge, just remember the concept of Coulomb's law. Then definitely you are bringing one charge is present and we are assuming that this test charge is a positive nature. So definitely there will be force of repulsion between them. So Coulomb's law comes into picture. So when the two charges are nearer, then definitely they will experience the electrostatic force of a repulsion or attraction. Here same charge, so it is a repulsion. So when you are bringing that charge, it is definitely your external force against this electrostatic force of a repulsion. You just imagine when that Q charge you want to bring here, then these are, you are considering first one charge is present here, plus Q charge is present here. Now when you are bringing another charge, there will be electrostatic force of repulsion. They will diverge like this. And at the same time, you are applying your external force in this direction. This is F external, this is your F electrostatic. So how much work you need to do so that you can able to bring this charge against this electrostatic force? Then only that will be stored as potential energy, called as electric potential. So I want to find what is my potential at point P. So what I will write? Work done to bring the charge from infinity to the point P divided by what you are bringing? Your test charge Q naught. And usually this potential is nothing but what it is called as? It is, work is, unit is joule. This charge is coulomb. Joule per coulomb. That is your potential energy, and here another unit is used for it, that is called as volt. And this electric potential is nothing but it is a scalar quantity. So now let us write the definition of electric potential. What you have to write? It is the work done. Write down, it is the work done. Which work done? Work done by external force. Work done by external force to bring a unit positive test charge, in bracket you write Q naught, from infinity to the point where you should bring this point so that it will come under the influence of this charge, to the point of influence of electric field. Another important point, you should not change any speed, means you need to maintain constant speed. Hence, whenever there is speed constant, what is acceleration? 0. So, without acceleration. Clear? So, it is the amount of work done to bring a charge from infinity to a particular point against your electrostatic force without acceleration. Then that is called as electric potential. Vp equal to work done from infinity to P point, particular, any point you can consider. Name you can give anything. Divided by your test charge of 1 coulomb. Clear? Now let us find out for a particular electric potential due to a point charge. I want to find what is my electric potential due to a point charge. So imagine same way, a charge is pressed here at the point of origin. Then at this point P, I want to find out what is my electric potential, and it is at a distance r from the origin. You are bringing the test charge from the point infinity. Let here another point r, where this distance is nothing but x, and the elemental displacement is nothing but, let it be dx. Clear? So here we need to find out how much will be the work done if you bring a charge from infinity to a distance of r. So same way, write the formula. Your potential Vp equal to work done to bring the charge from infinity to particular point P by Q naught. Clear? And here what you are considering your Q naught? Q naught is nothing but unit charge, 1 coulomb. So what is my Vp? Is nothing but infinity to P. So here we can write it as my dW equal to, first find out the work. What is work? Is nothing but it is the dot product of force and displacement. So what I will write? It is the dot product of force and the small displacement dx. Now in order to find work, we will do the integration. Fine. So now what we will write? You are bringing it from infinity to the point P. Clear? Same way now. What is this force? This is nothing but your electrostatic force. So what you will write it here? Fe, now dx and cos. How much angle you should write? See here, you are bringing your test charge. So there will be the force of repulsion between them. And you are bringing your charge from infinity. So against this only you need to bring. This direction you see. Your force of repulsion, it will be like this. Now imagine you are bringing your charge from this side in this direction. So what is the direction now in between them? 180 degree. Are you able to imagine it? So cos 180 degree. Now what you will write? Fe dx cos 180 is minus 1. Now it is from infinity to the point P. To the point P. What is this distance? It is nothing but r. We assumed it is r distance. So take your minus outside. It is Fe dx infinity to r. We already studied. What is force experienced by charge? Is nothing but QE. So write it as QE and minus you take outside your integration of infinite to r dx. Clear? Now what is your electric field? I hope all of you remember electric field. At a distance r is nothing but kq by r square, where k is your electric dielectric constant. So substitute your value. So what you will write? It is infinity to r kq by r square. Here what is that distance? Suppose at this point we are considering elemental length dx. So what is our distance at that time? So kq by x square dx. Clear? So now what you will write it as? It is, take your k outside, q outside. Now how much it is remaining inside? It is 1 by x square dx. It is infinite to r. Clear? Now when you are bringing your charge from infinity to this point, it is infinite to r, 1 by x square dx. What will be the integration of this? It is nothing but kq minus kq. This minus is there, minus of kq. Then integration of 1 by x square is nothing but minus 1 by x. Substitute your limit infinity to r. So what it will give you? Here it will be minus minus. If you substitute the limit, it will give you kq by r. What it is? It is nothing but potential at point P. This much of volt. Got it? What is K? K is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Or 9 into 10 to the power 9 its value. Clear? So this is nothing but potential at a particular point due to a point charge. Clear? This derivation, most of the time they ask this derivation for 2 to 3 marks. If you have clarity of this concept, then easily you can derive it. Why you are getting this negative? Because 180 degree angle. When you are bringing the charge, our assumption is that this is the unit positive test charge, and here also we are taking positive. Both are repulsive in nature. Now at the same time, your external force should work done against of it to bring that charge. Hence, they are out of phase, or you can say 180 degree angle. For that only you are getting your expression voltage at any particular point equal to kq by r. Now it's very easy for you to go for third step, that is, what is the potential drop. Now make the heading, what is potential drop, or even you can call it as potential difference. Potential difference means, suppose this is a point A, this is a point B. With respect to your position vector origin, this is RA, this is RB. They are asking you to find what is the potential drop. Apply the same formula. What you know, your potential formula, that is Bp equal to kq by r. Here you want to find the potential due to difference due to these two positions. So it is nothing but the difference in final voltage minus initial voltage. Like displacement. If you move from here to here, what is the displacement is nothing but the change in distance from final where you reach minus initial. So similarly, if you want to find what is my voltage drop across it, then from B to A, you are moving that charge. So this is your initial, this is your final. So it is VAB equal to VA. Final point is BA, it will reach and starts from A. So VA minus VB. What is that VA minus VB? You know, V KQ by R. So what you will write? KQ by RA minus KQ by RB. So take KQ common. What you will find it? 1 by RA minus 1 by RB. This much of volt. This is nothing but called as potential difference. Now let us come for, if there is a group of charges, then how much will be the electric potential? And one more important thing I forgot to inform you. Like your electric field, you are finding out. What you are writing? KQ by R square. Am I right? What you write for your expression electric potential is nothing but it is KQ by R square. Fine. Now when you coming for potential, you are writing KQ by R. Here the sign convention plus or minus, it is immaterial. You should consider it as positive. But when it is coming for potential, electric potential, you need to consider your sign convention. If you are bringing your charge as negative, you should write it as K minus Q by R square or minus KQ by R square. Got it? But coming to electric field, you should consider that magnitude and you are considering that direction vector. Okay. Here, your potential is a scalar. There is no direction associated with it. But charge, whether it is a positive or negative, you need to give attention to it. So now let us see the third one, that is make the heading electric potential due to group of charge. You can take the snapshot. Now same way let us see electric potential due to group of charges. Make the heading electric potential due to group of charges. Now imagine this is your origin O. Let this be your charge Q1, this be your charge Q2, this be your charge minus Q3, this be charge Q4, like this dot dot it is going up to Qn. So your Q1 is position vector is R1, its position vector is R2, its position vector R3, its R4, its dot dot up to Rn. Clear? Now we want to find out what is the net effect of the potential due to this group of charges. So what we will write? The net V net equal to, it is for first one what we will write? It is KQ1 by R1. Normal formula KQ by R. So KQ1 by R1. Next it is KQ2 by R2 plus K. See here I have taken minus Q3. So what I will write? K minus Q3 by R3 plus dot dot K Qn by Rn. Fine. Now in every case K is common. Can I write it as Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2? Then it is plus minus of Q3 by R3 plus dot dot Qn by Rn. Yes or no? So can I write it in terms of summation? So what I will write? Summation of Qi by Ri for I equal to 1 to n. This is your V net. So what you are concluding from this? The net electric potential is nothing but it is the algebraic sum of the individual electric potential. Clear? Okay students, just go through it and have a practice. Take care. Bye bye.